Hello, wonderful parents. Happy day. Anyways, I don't know if you noticed, however, on Monday, I think of this week, I posted a post about resiliency. And it was about how parents play a key role in guiding their children to develop resiliency. And it kind of went on from there. So, anyways, the reason I ended up posting about resiliency is I was talking to a parent just this past few days, and they were having an issue in terms of with their child and a situation they were going through. And it reminded me of when my twins, I have boy girl twins, complete science experiment, when they were in fourth grade. So they were 9 years old. And back then, we had just moved from one school district to another. In our original school district, they all had the same friends, boys, girls, everyone played together. Everyone was invited to birthday parties and other outings. It was kind of like one big friend group. But what was interesting is when we moved to this new school district, is the boys and the girls would only play with the girls and the boys would only play with the boys. I mean, a very welcoming community, don't get me wrong, but it was just very different from what my two were used to. Well, I will never forget. There was this one afternoon, I was working in my home office and I heard my son and daughter come home from school. And my daughter comes running in my office, just busting in. She's like so excited because she got invited to a birthday party. I mean, like, how cool is that? You're newer at a school and you're already getting invited to a birthday party and you're starting to make friends. And it was like, I couldn't have been more happy for her. So anyway, she went up to her bedroom. Well, her brother came in and no surprise, he was at the opposite end of where she was at. He was so sad. My heart hurt. And, think about it. You're 9 years old. You have always done things with your twin. And then now your sister gets invited somewhere and you don't. He thought that they didn't like him and he didn't understand why. So one of the things that we have to realize when situations are like this is our emotions are the language of our body and emotions attached to a story. So right there, my son story he was attaching to is that no one liked him, that he was being left out, and who knows where that could have gone, right? So I made sure it's so important to validate their emotions because think about it, 9 years old, you don't get invited to a birthday party. That is a huge deal. Even though I know as an adult, in the overall scheme of things, this is a blip on the radar screen. But for him, it wasn't. So I want to make sure to empathize with him to validate his feelings. I also realized that I wanted him to be able to anchor into a more positive story with this. Now, as a parent, I also did not want to add fuel to the direction he was already going in. So I could have. I could have very easily have said, "Oh my God, honey, I can't believe they didn't invite you. That is so mean. You know something, what I'm going to do? I'm going to call up that family and I'm going to make sure that they invite you to that party because you and your sister, because you're twins, you should always go to these things together." That would not have set him up for success as a future adult, functioning adult, I should say, high functioning adult. Let me even add to that. So what I did instead is, once again, validated, empathized with him. And then when he was ready, I let him cry. It's so good to get those tears out. I'll talk about that at another time. However, when he was ready to hear it, I let him know. I go, "Listen, honey, you're at an age now where sometimes you're going to be invited at different times. So your sister got invited to this birthday party and you didn't. You know something? There's going to be a time when you're invited to something and your sister won't be." And I knew this is going to happen over and over again. I didn't say that to him. Just let him know that this is going to happen. And here's where I was able to help him anchor into a more positive outcome is that I told him, "Listen, how about you and I do something really special together? It'll just be mommy and son time. And you get to pick what we get to do." Sure, I could have thrown out, you could invite a friend over or whatever. However, we did do something and we had a great time together. So once again, now when the situation came up again, on a non-conscious level, he would be able to tap into a positive experience that even though his sister went to the birthday party, he got to have special time with his mom. So we don't always know the answers we in the situations. However, that's really part of what I want to do is I want to be able to help you navigate through some of these life's challenges. I mean, we all need to work together as parents to support one another because there's no owner's manual, no user's manual to our children. So my goal is to give you as a parent an easy button and to provide some doable practical tips, tools, and strategies so that you can shift how you show up for your children in today's world. Now, if you like, let me know in the comments. What steps have you taken when your child's been in a situation that they're experiencing a setback? What have you done? Or what questions might you have about any of this? And then keep an eye out. I'm going to be posting some more information about this topic. They'll hopefully help you navigate. So let's create a supportive community together, see if we can't lift each other up and navigate through this whole parenting thing. Have a great day. Take care.